Hey there, everybody. It's RCK, and I'm glad to have you back here again today. Of course, here to watch your favorite Omniscience game that we have going on currently on YouTube. This is going to be our episode for turn 4 through, it'll be 4, 5, and 6. So, turn 4 through 6. We're just completing the next 3 episodes. We'll be about halfway through expansion, halfway through year 1. So, let's go ahead and jump on in. Let's see what kind of battles we have. As we watch these battles here, I'm going to talk a little bit about them, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the Diplo that's currently going on in the game, and we will go from there. Let's go ahead and jump on into this Ermor expansion here. I mean, I really like it, honestly enough. I would probably put this Solus in front of the Velites here. This back here is interesting. Usually enough, I don't buy the Acolytes, but usually I'll go Dormant. It looks like he went Awake. This is his bless here. Morale +1, magic weapon, shock resistance +15, fire resistance +15, magical resistance +2, undying +16, HP +7, strength +4. A whole lot of HP here. So they'll have hit points of 6 and then undying 16, or hit points of 13 and undying of 16 on top of some pretty decent resistances here. So let's see what they're fighting into, and it's just Lion Tribe. They'll easily take this Lion Tribe out. Some other things I want to talk about. There was already a coalition I've mentioned before in a previous episode. It was actually started by End. Mazarin started it. He messaged all the players. From the looks of it, so far only Man, which is controlled by Dude. He is full. He is on board for it. Machaka, which was who was Machaka playing as? Let me look at my notes here. I don't know where I even had him at. Here we go. He was played by Tom's Not from Musk, also known as Machaka. Um, Other than that, I mean, they didn't, of course, really didn't invite Ermor into the coalition here. Just the fact of Ermor is also one that they really don't want to deal with. Um, they would probably transition that coalition into an Ermor or coalition after the fact that Scaleria is gone. Other than that, as far as I know, Abysia has really not answered them. They said they wanted to wait till expansion was over. Arcocephali never answered back. Satis seems like he was fairly interested. He has a lot of really nice things like Dust to Dust, H3 Priest, or Holy 3 Priest, Dust to Dust. There's a couple other really good spells that he's able to cast to really fight the undead. Other than that, I think they're kind of gearing up for that first fight. They're scouting him, they're seeing what he has. And then as time goes on, I can't remember when exactly the fight starts, but of course we will see it. But at least I know that at least 3 or 4 players are definitely interested. And interestingly enough, well, I guess I can hold off on that, and I'll speak more about it in the coming episodes. Hopefully I don't forget it. So we're watching this battle here. Looks like Arco is doing a fairly good job. These tramplers are just so nice, these chariots here. They just really take care of business. Protection 3, size 4, trampler. Okay. Not too bad. We know who won that. Pretty decent. Then we have a double expansion here. I don't know if this is a scout or double expansion from Abysia, and we will watch this. Oh yeah, we have all these Abyssian infantry here, and they will do a great job against these units. So, like I said, lots of different things going on, lots of different talks at the moment. Sorry, I have to extend the turn timer here. But yeah, a whole lot of things going on. It's quite interesting. So it seems like there's a good amount of people that has already joined the coalition. It's quite interesting to see that. And from what I heard, Knockdown Halo and Man has also talked about fighting Ermor. I think that's on their list as well. So you have 3 people kind of focusing down Scaleria, and then 2 people focusing down Ermor. But I think End is beside both of them. I'll have to check again. End might be beside Ermor. I can't remember. So quite interesting. So it's decided to instead have all these human bred here expand out as well. Interesting. They should be okay, but we will watch the battle nonetheless. Some things that End has sent us, because he was one of the ones that sent us a lot of information here in the beginning of the game. Um, in a few places, he wrote things like, just a quick note, I always send out S1s out to lead my parties rather than just have them at home researching, because even with the partial research, cheat fate and sometimes luck come online very early. That makes them a lot more capable when taking tough provinces and bumps. It's unfortunate I didn't have cheat fate when I bumped into Abysia, so we'll see what goes on. I don't think that bump comes anytime soon, but we'll have to watch. So that is something we will have to watch for. And it looks like Abysia is definitely clearing this one up, and I don't see any bumps this turn. But I do see a bump with Ashtod. Ooh, we have Scaleria here. Let's go ahead and watch that. They have some, was it Rotarius? Yep, Rotarius, and then they have their Velites. Interesting. Well, makes sense they're on hold and attack because you really don't want them getting in contact into a weak province. But this is heavy cav. I guess have their lance charges break on these troops here. Velite and Legionnaire. Okay, well, Velites are more cheap shaft than the Legionnaires are. We'll go ahead and watch this battle, and I'll speak a little bit more about what End has told me. So I've actually got a lot more to say about End in their S1s, but I'm veering off. Bless is pretty self-explanatory. Noble MR instead of magic weapons. Okay, interesting. I really want to see where the MR goes versus the magic weapons, because like things like um well, it depends on how much resistances he has as well. But things like elementals can be very, very dangerous. Um, Depends, I guess. I don't know how scared you are of them. So, quite interesting the things we have going on here. And we have Scaleria here finishing this up. Some Heavenly Strikes coming down from the Prophet. And it seems like they've cleaned up this province fairly well. Let's look at the casualties here. 7 Velites and 1 Rotarius. I wonder if any of them, well, I'm sure almost all of them probably got into combat, so he might have lost all 10 of them there. But he took a very, very nice province for himself. So let's go ahead and jump into the Satis battle here. Watch a little bit of Satis expansion, and it looks like he went with the Slave Warriors. Are they Slave Warriors? Yeah, Slave Warriors. The City Guard and the Light Infantry, those parts are part of his initial expansion party, and it looks like he's making the Slave Warriors. So it's quite interesting to think which one's better, Elite Warriors or Slave Warriors. Um, I don't know. It's a tough one, guys. I'm telling you, either one of them, though, deals so much damage. It's so nice. But you have to keep in mind they're slaves. Morale is always a big issue. Looks like this heavy infantry is sticking around. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Big rout here. It looks like the city guard, no, light infantry was able to stay in the fight. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. So it looks like Satis has routed. That's very unfortunate for him. And that was his only expansion for this turn. And we see an expansion from End here. Actually, we see 2 expansions from End. Quite interesting. Keep in mind this is turn 4, so you might see him. It actually looks like he's bought some mercenaries here. This is the Quick Spears or something. I can't remember exactly what their names are, but I do remember them. Ooh, but he's going up against a lot of troops here. I wonder, 12 attack skill, 14 defense skill, 11 protection. Okay, we'll see. Maybe hopefully if they take care of this militia here fairly fast. Ooh, but it's heavy infantry. I'm glad they didn't go for that commander here. That would have been game over for him. Ooh, I'm surprised on how well these mercenaries are taking care of that heavy infantry, and now the archers are routing along with the commanders, and that was a very easy expansion there for End. Nice. Next, we have a Machaca expansion. Looks like it was his only expansion. We see a double expansion from Man here later on as well. Let's go ahead and jump in and watch this one. What has he sent with them? Oh, this is no, a sorceress here. Interesting. Maybe he wants to get some early site searching in. 8 spider riders. They're fairly strong actually. I mean, 17 protection, 14 and 11 attack skill. Morale 13. They have all these attacks here along with a web that can or almost paralyze a unit. It'll keep them in track so you can hit them easier, get rid of that defense skill. Ooh, but they're fighting undead. Hopefully this H3 deals a lot of damage, and it really looks like it is here. But these ethereal units might cause a little bit of trouble, but they're routing since the HP of these Pishka, I'm not entirely sure what they're called. They have very, very high HP, so it looks like they're routed due to that. And there we go. Not too bad. Let's see if he took any losses. He lost 9 Machaca Warriors. Well, they're pretty cheap, but they're not very good. Protection 0, so decent province he could have wanted. Probably might have some death sites or something in there along those lines. And we have another expansion. We have an expansion here for Man, so let's go ahead and jump in and watch that. Ooh, and this is his dragon. I think I heard a little bit about this. Quite interesting that he took it. You don't see stuff like this too often. Bob the Awesome, the dragon, Fire 7 dragon. So we'll see. So he's on hold and attack closest maybe. Hold and attack rear. See if he gets any of those flame. Yep, there he goes. See some of that awe procking there. And there goes the last of Machaca troops. He didn't take any afflictions. He didn't lose any health either, so very, very nice for him. He does have Fear 10. Nice. Cool. That Dragonfire and the Bite, Claw, and Tail Sweep. Looking good. Let's go ahead and end that one. We see Ashdod here expanding, and we already know what Ashdod's bless is, and it's going to be a quickness ethereal bless. Is this his prophet here? Yes, it is. He doesn't have any sacreds with him, though. Casting Sermon of Courage. See, not too much to fight here. Looks like he has his guys on hold and fire. No, he just has them on fire closest, while these guys are on hold and attack closest. And now they're out of javelins. I think they only carry 2 javelins, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they do. Okay. I don't think he's going to take any losses from this. A watery death coming down because he's taking so high a water path on his pretender. That's the kind of bless, or not bless, but a spell he gets. And these archers are not going to stand a chance here. And here we go. And that's going to be everything. Did he take any losses? Nope. So that's the battle that we're going to see. That's the battle, or that's the army we're going to see in this next battle here versus End. So this is going to be End's main expansion party against Ashdod's main expansion party. Now this can really turn the tide on how well their first 12 turns go for sure. Let's go ahead and watch, especially these being their largest 2 expansion parties, I feel. Because the other party that he had was the mercenaries. So he's got a few archers here. And then he also has these, he has an Abbot Sage, which is the astral one, which he spoke about, Holy 2. And he has the Soldier Priest. So this is his bless here. Attack skill +2, poison resistance +10, fire resistance +10, defense skill +2, magic resistance +3, HP +1, strength +6. I like the strength +6. Dark vision +50, swamp survival, magic leadership +10. And that's it. So quite interesting. Are these guys? Yeah, they're blessed. Okay. Cool. Casting Sermon of Courage to his fate. Let's go ahead and put this on fast forward. Now these guys are going to hit fairly hard. They're going to be getting rid of those giants, but these giants are going to be getting rid of them just as fast, it feels like. But I guess with them being protection 14, 3 to a square, 16 defense skill, the giants just aren't doing a good enough job with that attack skill 10. What does he have? Oh, don't get it. He's routing up that attack skill of what, 11, 12 maybe? 12 due to his experience. Ooh, so very painful for Ashdod here. It looks like his prophet does get away. Interesting. It's nice to see that N won that. Very promising for him. Just I feel that N has a weaker expansion than Ashdod does. Just the giants, his sacreds that Ashdod has can really kind of excel with expanding and things like that. So honestly, I'm pretty sure Ashdod can recover from this, and N is probably looking at a very nice spot right now. But from what we hear, he has multiple bumps later on in the future. So let's go ahead and watch this Deep Forest battle here with Man. This is going to be his main expansion force. Just a few sacreds here, some longbowmen and some militia and archers. So we'll go ahead and watch that. Should be pretty good. Let me make sure that no one else sent me a message around this time. And I really don't think anyone did. Because I have some other things I want to talk about as far as a few turns from now, but not necessarily right now. So that's fine. I know Scalaria really didn't send me nothing. Armor really didn't send me anything. They might have sent me in-game stuff. I think Satis might have sent me some in-game stuff. Sent me direct messages. Cast Iron Creature, which is Arco, sent me direct messages, but he doesn't send them till later on. I have a little bit of information from Abysia, but most of his stuff is in-game. Other than that, I don't think Machaka has sent me much. If I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but I don't remember. So we'll talk about it the best we can, of course. And we have Man here wrapping this turn up for us. We'll go ahead and look at the battle map here. Man's up. He's up to 5 provinces, being double expanding twice. On turn 1 on turn 3, then 1 on turn 4. End here has got 2 expand, or is only up to 3. He waited a turn. Turn 1, turn 2. He might have waited a turn to expand. Because Abysia has double expanded this turn, so that was the last turn. Yeah, so it looked like N waited a turn. No, he didn't wait a turn. There's that province right there. And it looks like Ashdod's kind of falling behind here with 3 provinces, but he's held up, or so has Ermor here. So they both have just 3 provinces. Arco is sitting on 3. Scalaria is sitting on 4 because he had that double expansion on turn 3. So very interesting. And then we have Satis, unfortunately, that is at 2. So he is in the furthest behind as far as expansion goes. And then he really needs to go ahead and pick this up before Scalaria sees. He should be able to move this commander here with the units that take this province. But it's going to be very, very nice for him at 153 gold. And something that I forgot to talk about before were our scales that the nations took. So let's go ahead, go by one. I know this video might be a little bit longer. We want to cover some things. So it looks like Machaka has gone full scales, almost. So Order 3, Productivity 3, Heat 3, Growth 2, Luck 2, Magic 3. Very, very interesting. I want to see how that goes. Of course, actually quite interesting that Scalaria didn't go full scales. He went Sloth 3, Heat 3. Interesting he went Heat instead of Cold. Growth 3, Misfortune 2, Magic 3. Very interesting. You don't quite see too many Scalarias take scales like that. But I'm sure he definitely has a plan. I mean, he doesn't necessarily need order since he's going to move out of his troop recruitment and move into skeleton recruitment. Misfortune, Heat, I would have took cold instead of heat, but that's just me. It looks like Satis has gone pretty heavy into scales. Of course, they're a cold-blooded nation. They want Heat 3, Productivity 3, Order 3. They only have Growth 1, but they do have Misfortune 2. So that's a little bit of a downside. Good thing they didn't take Misfortune 3, because when taking Misfortune 3 and taking Magic 3, that's going to open up a lot of new bad events that are kind of really, really bad. Yeah. So we'll look over here. Ermor. Tormor 3, Sloth 3, it's summertime, so some of these scales might not actually be. He might have took neutral temp scales, but who knows? Because it is summertime. I assume this is cold 3, death 3, luck 3, and then drain 3. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, cool. I would have gone Misfortune 3 and got extra points. So for Arco, we have Productivity 3. No telling if this is Heat 3, Heat 2, Heat 1, or neutral scales because it is summertime. Don't forget that. Luck 3, Magic 3. Okay, not too bad. He's not full on scales, but he's taking enough scales where it's going to look nice for him. Ooh, Astar is definitely going to have some rough scales due to the fact of the bless that they've taken, being ethereal and quickness. But he does have to take higher magic because he needs quickness. That's part of the requirement for it. Misfortune 3, Death 2, Heat 1, Production 2. Because he definitely needs his troops require a lot of resources to make. Then Turmoil 3, because I mean he really doesn't need. He's not gonna be making a whole lot. He's gonna make some really strong ones. So interesting. We're going over Ermor, so let's go ahead and check End out. Productivity or no Productivity 3, Order 3. He might have took temp 0 or neutral temp scales, or it could be higher heat. Not too sure on that one. Misfortune 2, Magic 3. Quite interesting. I see the Magic 3 is good. Surprised that Mazarin took Misfortune, just because I know he's not a Misfortune kind of person, but he might have fortune tellers as far as his. I'm not too familiar with these in troops, but I'll look through them real fast. I see he has all this order stuff going on. He does have fortune tellers. It looks like he has more than one fortune teller. Yes, he does have a lot of fortune tellers. Okay. Even his astral ones are fortune tellers. Quite interesting. So that's probably why he took that. So we go down here to Abysia. Productivity 3, of course, all their units are very heavily armored. They're going to want the resources. I'm almost positive he took Heat 3, and then he took Magic 1. So, not too bad there. As far as man goes, Order 3, or no, Order 1. Surprised he didn't take more Order. Productivity 3, could be hint or neutral temp, might not be. Who knows? Misfortune 2, Drain 1. Ooh, not too great on the magic side or luck side there, but not too bad. That was everybody, guys. So let's go ahead. This is the end of turn 4. Let's go ahead and jump on over to the next turn. Actually, looks like Man has already found a Windspire and a Lava Lake. So that is a Fire Gem, a Water Gem, and a Air Gem for him. Whereas N has found a Lava Lake, which is going to be giving him a Water and Earth. Lake of Mist, so that's a Water Gem for Abysia. Just looking through, making sure. As far as that goes, Ermor hasn't found anything. Ashdod has found a air site. Lava Lake for Arco. Arena for Scalaria. 2 arenas for Scalaria, so that's an extra 50 gold for him every turn. Not too bad, not too bad. Nothing here for Machaca. Nothing here for Satius. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump on to turn 5, guys. Hope you are enjoying everything so far. Hopefully this video won't be too long. I'll try to hurry up through this one here. And no, I have not fixed these save games yet. I know some people have told me some different ways for it. I just haven't got around to it yet. And we do have some messages here from Ashdod, and we will be looking at those quite shortly. Just trying to check how much time we're sitting at. We're sitting around 22, 23 minutes, so not too bad. So let's see here. Ashdod. Well, bumping in on turn 4 was less than ideal. Was hoping to get a province for so much needed income, but hey, a little good news mixed in with the bad, and did not take magic weapons. So there is that at least. Could be a good first target. Very interesting. Or could be a good first ally, as I have worked with him before in games. We'll see how it plays out. Okay, so this is coming from Knockdown Halo, and of course, End is Mazarin. I'm pretty sure that's the way you say his name. So we have another message here from Ashdod. Oh yeah, 3 unblessed Anakites going into 30 Deer Tribe may not be a so may be a not so great idea, but sometimes all you are left with are not so great ideas and in a need to expand as fast as I can, especially now that I have lost the bump with my starting army. Ooh, yeah, that is tough. So it looks like we have a triple expansion from End, a double expansion from Ermor, a single expansion from Ashdod, double expansion from Abysia, double expansion from Man, single expansion from Satius, double expansion from Scalaria. So we have a lot of expansions going on here, guys. I'll try to look through these very fast. If they're close, I will spend a little bit more time on them. If not, I'll probably just put them on fast forward and scroll out a little bit so you guys can watch them. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have the militia routing, the light infantry. No, is that light infantry too? Oh, the heavy infantry are gone. Now the commanders are routing. The archers have left, and that is over for this province here. How many losses did he take? He only lost 2 soldier priests. Let's watch all of Ends actually. This is his main force here because it has the archers in it, and this is against Wolf Tribe. Oh, you gotta be careful with Wolf Tribe. The double daggers here. Lots of damage output between these guys, but the archers should be helping them out a little bit, just due to the fact of the Wolf Tribe not having any shields or anything like that. So, should be good for End here. And you see these soldier priests run on down. This mage, oh wow, he's fatigued out. Starfire is being cast. Quite interesting. And let's watch the final one. This is probably going to be with a mercenary here. I don't know if he's going to win or lose, but we'll see. Yes, this is the mercenaries. Ooh, that's a lot of troops. That's a lot of troops. But that's why I said last time with these guys, and they were just fine. Heavy archer fire though. Oh, those guys have been taken care of. Now this set of light infantry have been taken care of. Ooh, and now they're going for the archer. This looks like this is it. So he's gotten 2 provinces out of this nice little mercenary company here. So nice triple expand on turn 5 for End. Very, very nice. Next we have at the singular Ashdod battle. We'll go ahead and watch that. And let's see how it goes. I wonder if this guy should have been closer to make sure they got cast. Yeah, it looks like that's the case. Or, I don't know, maybe he's just on hold, so no one sees his bless. Could potentially be it. Ooh, this is getting very dangerous. I think they should have cast the bless on these guys. Oh, and Ashdod had... Did he really just kill him? And Ashdod, he did. This is not looking good for Ashdod. 2 failed expansions in a row. This is not good. Let's go ahead and watch these 2 Ermor expansions here by the Sharpest Fangs. Same setup as he had before, same army. I'll go ahead and put it on fast forward. Of course, the Solus run in front because they are undisciplined. These guys are holding attack rear. Hopefully they deal with these commanders fairly well. Even surrounded, I mean, they are in the same square, so they won't be taking as big as a harass penalty, so not too bad. And they've dealt with those troops, and that's the end of that battle for Ermor. Let's go ahead and watch the second one in Venna. Yeah. And this is just all the Velites here in a line, or maybe the Legionnaires. And the Principes, all of the spear-throwing javelin troops here in a line, probably on fire closest, I assume, with the, not lictor, but a censer here in the back. Interesting. He's not on fire closest. He's on attack closest. Okay. I mean, might as well use the javelins if you got them. The arrow fire really isn't going to do much, especially, I mean, even these daggers really aren't going to do much because, I mean, these guys are pierce resistant. They're going to be taking 50% less damage from these attacks, and they have their tower shields. They have a kind of, well, protection is kind of low depending on which one you are. Some of them are protection 10, some are protection 3, and then defense skill and attack skill of 11 and 12. I mean, not too bad. I mean, these not Wolf Tribe. Yeah, they are Wolf Tribe. Interesting. They're not doing as good of a job as you think. Ooh, a nice snipe there for the shaman. Don't know why these guys have stopped, decided to throw javelins out. Very strange why they decided to stop and throw javelins down. But they should have been, I don't know, weird. And then we have the rest of the Wolf Tribe routing, of course. So let's go ahead and end that battle. So nice double expansion there for Ermor. We have a single expansion here in Witch Haven for Machaka. So let's go ahead and jump on in and watch that one. Lots of archers here. It looks like this is a mercenary group of archers. Bernard's archers, something like that. No, Lothar? I don't know why I thought Bernard for some reason. But we do have these Machaka spider riders here. The last of his warriors going up and throwing their javelins while the rest of the archers kind of shoot down on them. Ooh, getting caught up in a bunch of webs. Really disrupting that line here. Ooh, but the heavy infantry is dealing with those archers and they're running away. Ooh, no, they're retreating? No. Oh, that was very strange how they stopped. They routed, all turned around, shot, and then routed some more. I don't know what was going on there. Okay, strange. But yeah, lost all the archers there for some reason. Very strange. Next, we will watch our 3 Abysia battles here. So let's go ahead and watch the first one in Satala. I think that's why you pronounce it. Oh yeah, and these are the Abyssian infantry. He doesn't have any sacreds along in there, does he? These are just the flails and the battle axes. Yep. He's got a limp. Yep. They has some heavy cab here. Gets chopped up real nice. All these guys getting ripped apart. Don't see too much of fatigue going on though. And then we have some horse tribe back here. They do get some lance hits off in the very first charge whenever they meet, but other than that, I mean, they will get wrecked by these battle axes and flails. Let's go ahead and watch the second battle here for Abysia. Oh, and this is just a scout. Looks like he's been doing some scout expansion here. Very nice, very nice. The scouts are quite interesting. 2 poison daggers that do have dark vision, heat 3, or fire resistance. Okay. And there we go. That's all the units routing for that. So very easy expansion for him. He just had to spend a couple of turns assassinating, and he got a free province out of it. Didn't have to lose any troops. He might have lost an assassin, who knows. But let's watch the third battle here in Lowmark for Abysia, and this is going to be his human-bred army. Oh yeah, it actually looks like he brought the rest of the ones from his cap. This is probably his cap circle he's fighting in. If we went and looked, 2 of these warlords, of course, I forgot the name of them. Ooh, but what's going on here? This is into Amazons. Ooh, so he's going to be having some nice water, nature access here once he takes this province. Let's hope his human bred stick to it. Too bad they just left. They just went right through the middle. Oh, that warlord fighting on his own is kind of dangerous. The rest of the human bred are routing. The warlord is still alive though, so very nice for him. He might be, no, he was fatigued out for there, but now he's unfatigued, and they will not be able to catch him. Or her, Amazon. So, nice triple expand there for Abysia, and let's go ahead and look at the 2 double expansions here for Man. We've already checked in out, we only have a single expansion for Satis, and then 2 expansions for Scaleria left. So let's go ahead and watch this Man battle. Very few troops here. 4 sacreds, probably his prophet, yes. And then the longbowmen. Ooh, against these horse tribe? I don't think this one's going to end well. I've been known to be wrong, though, but... Oh, there's 1 sacred gone. 2 sacreds gone. See that op-rocking a lot, though. 3 sacreds gone. Oh, that's not good. And there it goes, everybody. Ooh, he might get out. Oh, and the prophet got out. Good. Don't know if he lost him in retreat or not, but still. See, he was so close too. It might be one of those glitches to where like you watch one report and the other one is like a little different. So, and during the time, he actually killed 26 of them. So, even though why did he lose 26? It only says he killed 2, 7, 9. But here it says he lost 26. Weird. Would they route or something? I don't know. Go on, fast forward and watch. A lot of them might have routed off. Things are going just like we saw them happen. This longbow's just taking too much fire here. Let's see. Ooh, they do start routing. They do start routing. That's why they all ran in that direction. So yeah, I did miss that. I only saw the two that went after the prophet because that was what I was most worried about. And these two here must be the commanders. Quite interesting. So very easy for him to take afterwards, but he did lose that battle, so it is quite painful as well. So let's go ahead and jump into Sailor's Heaven here with Satis. And this is the province that he failed on last turn. Let's fingers crossed for him. No veil, and there are no commanders left, so a fairly easy fight for him. Not too bad. Now it was 150 gold province. I think it was 153. I can't remember. But yeah, very nice for him. Ooh, and I forgot to do our other man one. So let's go ahead and do the other man one before we finish it off with Scaleria. It's Swamp of Solitude. That is where we're fighting at here with Man, and it's going to be his dragon. What is he up against? Militia, light infantry, 3 archers, and 3 commanders. Okay. A hold attack rear, or maybe a hold attack or holding fire rear. I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All gone. There you go. See you later, guys. Goodbye. They're routing. No reason to keep watching. So let's go ahead and watch these 2 Scaleria battles here. Let's go ahead and watch this first one. Let me take a sip of water. Interesting to see that he's going the cultist route in the very beginning, getting some early reanimation going on. So it looks like he has 2 cultists here. Yep. But these guys, I mean, if they get hit by an arrow, they might just be out. I mean, that 0 protection is kind of risky. Ooh, into heavy cav here. Ooh, okay. The Rotarius are coming in. Surprised the heavy cav haven't already cleared those skeletons. I mean, they're gone now, but I'm surprised they weren't gone in the first charge. These guys are taking hits from the arrows. I mean, but the Rotarius are just so good. The only downside is when this battle's over, most of these fellas here are going to be gone because they're in combat. So it could be very expensive for them. Let's go ahead and watch the last Scaleria battle. Now, the person playing Scaleria, if you don't remember his name, is Living Mercury. So if anyone was curious on who was playing, looks like we have the Velites and Legionnaires. Yeah, Legionnaire. And the Rotarius on the flanks. And then a Cultist in the rear. Fast forward. Ooh, this is all horse drive here. We're seeing a lot of horse drive going on. But these tower shields are going to really make it work for him. Surprised the Rotarius has held up so well. We should see the route, and here we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Nice, nice. And that's all the battles there, guys. This is going to be turn 5. I'm going to jump over to turn 6. We're going to finish turn 6 out. We're going to look at the score graphs, or we'll look through the last few expansions people that might have. So we'll see. We'll see if there's any bumps. There'll be a lot going on. Just trying to scroll through the map here, seeing where everyone's expanding to. Looks like Armorous decided to start grabbing land on this side. Satis is still in that straight line there, sitting at 3. Scaleria has his entire cap circle at this moment. Abysia, interesting enough, has took both of these forests finally. Probably very much increasing the total production of the amount of troops he can make out of his castle here. But he has decided to go after both of these farmlands here. This one not giving as much gold as I thought it would. This one being part mountain, not surprised. But you have to think he is right outside of N's cap circle. Could be very, very dangerous for N because this is his strongest expansion army. I don't think anything N has can beat this at the moment. Other than that, it does look like he has some raiders here. Yeah, he did just buy the raiders of the Silver Step. The Quick Spears, I think I called them Quick Spear, maybe Silver Spears, I might have called them. It's still controlled by End. And the Bowmen by Machaka, but he only has the Commander left, and the Wet ones are still up for grab. We'll see who grabs those guys. See Ermor, just kind of cleaning up. Well, I already spoke about him, my bad. Ashdod here with just 3 provinces left still. Very unfortunate for him. Arco, ooh, no expansions from Arco. He decided to stay here. Hmm, interesting. Oh no, he did. I mean, he's got these three, but did he take this province here and then decide to go back home? Interesting, very interesting. Because I was right. We did not see an expansion from Arco this turn. Okay. And Machaka, it looks like he's expanding down to Scalaria's area down here. Hasn't done any expansion in the other direction. Man has taken most of the stuff on his right side here. Might be bumping with an end here soon. Satis definitely is lacking on this side, so if Man is lucky, he's going to be able to grab a lot of these provinces. I assume this party here in his capital is going to be going left, trying to grab some of this land. Yeah, ends relatively close. I do see they see each other. They know they're neighbors now. So let's go ahead and end turn 5, guys, and head over to turn 6 for us. Lots of fun stuff going on here. Let's go ahead and continue old game. And honestly enough, I have been trying to save every game that I play in. Um, I mean, I think it's kind of making me a better player. I mean, it's kind of to a point where if I need to know anything, I can just go back and look. And that does add a lot of information. Like you could write it down and stuff like, oh my goodness, we have so many battles here. We have an unexpected event. We had 5 air gems. Okay. So we have 2 battles from Machaka here. And it looks like one of them is actually a bump. Other than that, we have 2 battles from Arco, 2 battles for Satis. I already said, no, 3 battles from Machaka. My apologies. 3 from Abysia, and here's that bump that we heard in talking about earlier. And then a triple expansion for Ermor as well. So let's go ahead and watch the Machaka battles. And honestly, I want to watch the oh, we don't even have to really look at this. Oh, what's going on? What's going on here? Hold on. What was he doing? I'm confused. Let's watch that again. Or, oh, he sent the mercenary captain into these guys? Very strange. Here we have. We'll watch the other Machaka battle because I want to see what Scalaria has before we watch the Machaka bump into him because Scalaria took that province first. Has lots of Spider Knights he's decided to go with. I mean, they're doing well. They're on fire. They're just webbing them up. Like you're kind of wasting a few webs once you have them on fire. They just keep firing the webs at the same guys that are already webbed. But I mean, these guys do a good job anyway, so can't complain. Yeah, but we see here that Scalaria took the province first, so I want to wait till we see that. So next we do have finally see Arco finally expanding off here again. A double expansion this turn. This was his main expansion force that has the Peltas and his Cardaces, along with his 4 chariots over here and his prophet back there. But he should deal with this province very, very easily. Yeah, it looks like they're hitting at just the right time. Very interesting. I'm almost positive that he set that up to happen like that, or had to do some testing to get the exact right spot to make that happen. Very interesting. And then we have a battle here in Black Forest by Arco. It's in about 40 minutes. Okay, we'll keep watching. Oh, interesting. So this is just his formation that he likes to do. It looks like he has 6 chariots and then a lot more of the phalanx type troops that he has here. And they've taken care of everything. Did he take any? Oh, wrong battle. Did he take any losses from that? 2 chariots. That sucks. But only 3 of the other troops. Okay, not bad. And then 1 of the phalanx troops in that battle. Okay. I like it. I like it. So we only see 1 expansion here from Man, so we'll go ahead and watch that. And I assume this is his god since his other expansion party died last turn, but I'm surprised he didn't use whatever he has collected in his capital at this point to push out. It seemed like he had a lot of troops in there. Ooh, and this is a lot of horse archers. See what the dragon can do. Oh, tore off that flank. Flying back. Oh, okay, he would decide to attack the other flank that time. Okay. Just ripping them apart. And there we go. So he took another province, Man did, but only a single expansion this turn. Kind of lacking behind everyone else, double and triple expansion. So we can go ahead and watch. I'll watch this end battle, and then we will watch the Abysia battles, because I want to kind of keep things together. This is Astral 1, casting Cheat Fate on a couple guys here. Ooh, going into a lot of stuff. I'm glad that these priests caught these two guys, because them going back here to him might have been very, very bad for End there. There we go. The rest of the troops are routing, guys. That is going to be the end of that battle there, and we see that End bounces into Abysia. So we'll go ahead and watch these Abysia battles, and then we'll watch that. Afterwards, we'll watch the Satis. Did I not watch that? Did I skip over Satis? My bad, Novelle. Sorry I skipped over you there. Let's go ahead and watch Satis first, and then we will end up with those two bumping battles there. Against the Ichthids, they do have a Water 1 casting Cold Bolt and Slime. Ichthids versus Lizards. Looks like the Ichthids are routing, and there we go. Very good, very good. Let's watch this second expansion for Satis here in Oak Halls. Lots of slave warriors. A few of these sacred serpents that he's been recruiting or temple training out of his capital. They're standard, so they give all of his slave warriors +1 morale, so they get +1 for being in friendly or dominion, +1 morale bonus for squad, just due to the fact of them having the serpent in their squad, and then the taskmaster giving them +2, so they go from 8 to 12, not too bad. And they tore up those barbarians, though. Very nice. That was all the battles there for Satis, and I guess we can go ahead and watch the Ermor battles. Yeah, let's go ahead and watch the Ermor battles. I know we're kind of jumping around a little bit, but I'm pretty sure we're actually getting everything done, and kind of the order that I want to. This is the same battle or same expansion party. Has really took very few losses. Yes, he's lost all of his soulless, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty still very combat capable here. Even though he's lost a lot of his front line, his sacreds are still alive. Yeah, it might not be much after this one, but he does take the province there. Let's go ahead and watch this other one, because he did have a triple expand. Very same formation. Just against it. I guess he just likes doing this formation here. Interesting that he bought so many acolytes. There we go. Priest is gone. Commander's gone. There we go. Or that was a bodyguard to the priest. And then the final one here in Scrawl Point. He has ghouls and just a line of the Velites here. But he should be fine against these troops. It's getting close. Ooh, and it looks like he lost this one, actually. Very unfortunate there. It was very, very close battle. So now we will watch. We've already watched. No, we didn't. We didn't watch Abysia. We'll watch Abysia next. Well, no. Let's watch Scaleria next, and then we'll watch Abysia. So let's go ahead and watch this battle here in Woofin Plain. It looks like Scaleria only had one expansion battle this turn. Interesting that he's got some Principes here, along with his Velites and Legionnaires. And his Cultists back here, along with that is that is Holy 3, with a few undead guarding him. I'm glad all the troops are coming down the middle. This is very good for him. Yeah, I don't think they can really stand up. The archers aren't doing anything with those tower shields. Yeah. Now that he's fighting the archers, everyone's routing. The commander just died, and they are out of here. So we've already watched all of Machaca's other battles, and this is the only battle that Scaleria had. So now we see a bump here in Woofin Plain, and let's see who wins this, Scaleria or Machaka. You have the archers here, you have 2 warriors, you have his prophet, then you have these 7 spider riders here. This is gonna be what decides the battle, honestly enough. Webbing them up, kind of splitting them up. Ooh, and they're taking care of business. The spiders are left over. Some of the spiders, they keep fighting once the rider dies for a little while. See, 26, 17, or no, they have 14 protection. Very interesting. I didn't know they had 14 protection. I figured they'd have less, but 26 hit points, 5 magical resistance. They still have webs and fangs and stuff, but Machaka does take this one. Very, very nice. So now we see that bump there. Let's see, Machaka has won that bump in that farmland. Very unfortunate for Skilleria. So let's go ahead and watch these 3-4 battles from Abysia here, because one of them's a bump, 3 of them's expansion. These are the mercenaries that he's bought with a commander back here, with the home guard commander just in case. Against us is Wolf Tribe. Yep. So no shields, should be fine. Barbarian might be hit by some arrows. Oh, they were on fire, attack closest. And they're taken care of. Took a couple of losses. Now they're on fire again. Sleep kind of loud going down. See some guys sleeping, taking some naps over here. About 4 or 5 of them. Ooh, the guard commander guys routing. And they're gone. Oh, yeah, he lost 3 of his mercenaries. Good expansion though. Good expansion. So we'll see this battle here in Mammoth Grove, and then we'll see it bump into Mammoth Grove. Ooh, and actually enough, now that I look at it, this is actually End's cap circle. So very dangerous here. And this is his best expansion party, if you guys remember. So like I said, I don't think End has anything he can do. Ooh, some of these guys falling asleep here due to that Nature 1 mage. But these Deer Tribe are just not going to be able to cut it against this heavy infantry, of course. And they are out of here. So let's go ahead and watch this expansion, then we'll watch the bump. I want to have that as like the finale, I guess, as far as battles go. The Human Breed attacking into Wolf Tribe? Wolf Tribe. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of Wolf Tribe. Could be dangerous. Very high attack density here. The Warlord danger. Oh, there goes the Warlord. The Wolf Tribe are routing. They're gone. Oh, and none of the Wolf Tribe got off the field, though. But maybe with them going into another battle, I don't know if that commander takes over at that point, or if they would still rout at the beginning of the next battle. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and watch this bump that I've been talking so much about this whole turn. And let's go ahead and view it, guys. And this is the bump in Mammoth Grove with the cap circle for End. It looks like he's bringing a lot of the Soldier Priests. This is Mirror Guard. Which one's Soldier Priest? There's Soldier Priest. And he's got 2 Astral ones, both casting Luck, Cheat Fate, Personal Luck. Let's go. Don't forget, this Bless here is going to be hitting hard. 22 damage versus 17 protection, but 25 damage coming back at him with a 15 protection. Let's see. Those Abyssian troops are tearing End up, though. I was going back and forth for a minute there, but it looks like Abysia has taken the upper hand. End is routing, and that is all she wrote, guys. Very, very interesting. Pretty heavy, honestly enough, pretty heavy losses on both sides. End losing 7 of the Soldier Priest, 5 of the Mirror Guard, and then Abysia losing 13 of the Abyssian infantry here. Overall, like cost-wise, cost-wise, Abysia has taken more of a cost because these guys are 15 gold apiece. These guys are 19 gold, and each one of these guys are 20 gold apiece. As far as value-wise, tough to say. I mean, losing Sacreds is always very unfortunate. I mean, you can make these guys out of every castle. So, value-wise, Abysia had the upper hand. Gold-wise, End had the upper hand. So, very fun. We'll go ahead and look. Well, I was right by saying Man was going over here. Still surprised he did not move this army out to attack this Bear Tribe here. End bumping. Someone is already in his cap circle. That is not looking very good for him. down a expansion party there. But other than that, all of his expansions look fairly solid. Same for Abysia, just he doesn't have anyone in his cap circle. Actually looking really good. Last time I actually played with a MA Abysia, they did very, very well as far as expansion, their first war. So that's quite interesting. Here we have Satis finally starting to grab some nice land for himself. And it seems like most of these are fairly high income, so that should definitely really boost up his slave production here. Scaleria still just owning their cap circle since they lost that bump in the farmland. Too bad, because that is a lot of income he's missing out on. And of course, Machaka being Scales Machaka is going to really, really enjoy that. He's taking all these Spider Riders and clearing out the rest of what he has back here. Other than that, we'll look over here at Ermor. Not too bad. What was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 7 on turn 6. Arco here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He did wait a few turns around, but this is, he's set up to either go here or here. I don't know, I'd probably go there just because you have more lanes to move out of, but you could move here. But that might not be. I think you can move from there to there. Yeah, you can move from there to there. But you don't actually know what's there unless he has a scout there. This province here, probably go something like that. I don't know. I'm not him. I don't know. Maybe over these two. Ooh, that's a very, very nice farmland right there. 214 gold. 23,000 troop or population there. So guys, very, very nice. Let's go ahead and look at these score graphs for this first 6 turns. Province-wise, Abysia is on top. Ian would have been on top unless he probably, maybe if he would have won that battle, he might have been on top right there. Or they would have been tied either way. No forts, of course. Abysia is on top for income as well. Trailer behind by End. Behind him there is not Machaka, Man, followed by Machaka. So that's your top 4. As far as gen income goes, Abysia is on top, followed by Man and End, it looks like. Research, okay. Abysia is fairly low in research. Doesn't look like he has anyone researching at the moment. Of course, at the very bottom is Ermor. I bet Satis. No. Satis is actually second place for research. They usually research fairly well. It must be Man that is in second and last place. Let's see, Scaleria, kind of 4th place, bottom of the pack there. Arco is in 1st place, though. Okay, so even though they're kind of lower in province count, they are 1st place in research. Not too big of a deal being turn 6, but we'll see how that carries out later in the game. We have Ashdod here in the middle of the pack. I guess I have a line too. Oh, it's a black line. I can't really see it all that well. So quite interesting, guys. Quite interesting. So as far as research goes, our top 3 is Arco, Satis, and not them. Whoa. And Satis. Arco, Satis, and End. My bad. Did I look through everything? No. Dominion. Looks like Man is. They have a god, their prophet, stuff like that already out. So probably that makes sense. Not too big of a deal right now. Army-wise, looks like the slaves have picked up the 1st place. They have the most troops, followed by Abysia. And then Man's very low on the bottom. 3rd place goes Machaka, and then Ends at the bottom. And Arco is in 4th place. Quite interesting, guys. No one's got any thrones yet, of course. We have some Hall of Fame people. It looks like a mercenary of Ends. It looks like a warlord from Abysia, but he has already passed away with only 6 kills. Another mercenary from Abysia, and then what does he have? No one's bought him yet. Don't know why he's in there. Quite interesting. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the series so far. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll try to come out with one of these every week. I have a whole lot of things going on. Not just outside of videos, but I have a whole lot of videos I'm working on. A lot of stuff I cannot upload yet. So fingers crossed. I do have some that are coming really, really close to getting time to upgrade or upload. So you might be seeing a whole lot of stuff coming out at one time, not necessarily all on the same day, but like every other day. You might have multiple series going on, different stuff like that, and they're going to be in different ways. Some of them being in as I'm playing the turn, some of them are post commentary. Um, and then some of them, of course, are going to be like this, being the overview type style. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.